And we're back, the TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, grace, and mercy watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, so we have a few numbers here just to kickstart us. Okay, so we have 18 or 81, 329, 827, 38, 73, 391, 862, 77, 71, 327, and 22. Okay, so if you like, definitely look into this numerology, or test your luck, see if you have some winning numbers here. And if so, yeah, let me know in the comments, or contact me via my information in the description below. Okay, so let's get into this general reading. What does the universe want us to know? Well, there definitely is some luck in the air, obviously, while we have all this numerology in front of us, but I'm not being called to express what this numerology means or how it ties in. So there's obviously an additional message here that we must get across, very similarly to the numerology. Okay. Oh, color turquoise. Okay, just as if the green comes out. Very interesting, the green and blue. Someone's first day of school. Okay, so is there a new venture that's happening? Someone's first day of school is a whole joke. So someone's starting something new, and the way that they're going about it just looks pretty mediocre. They were granted some kind of material access, which can mean that they were given an opportunity to do something, but as they're doing it, it just seemed like, they're kind of inequipped, right? They're not fully able to handle the task or whatever is required with efficiency. Okay, and in essence, they kind of look funny. All right, there's better days coming for a Taurus, and this Taurus may have Taurus energy. They may not be an actual Taurus. I'm getting more so this energy is grounded. Okay, so things are going to look up for you in the coming days, because there's some kind of a spiritual war happening. All right, so kind of feel everything that's happening within you very deeply, because this is how you will undergo the healing process in the best way, so that these better days can fully be in alignment with you without having to kind of reminisce on this feel deeply, right? And again, this is for our Taurus energy. So I'll just drop this down. Okay, someone was caught on 4K, which means they've been seen with the naked eye. There's some kind of evidence to what they do or how they do something, but it's necessary. So whatever feelings that you have attached to this, see how it plays out, because it is foreshadowing of something in relation to this first day, but this is separate from this message, and we have to figure out why it's disjointed like this. Okay, so there's some kind of blue energy. Someone needs to let go of some kind of material items by offering something up to an altar in a way that kind of murders someone, right? It's to alleviate something. So a lot of people who dive into dark magic, what they do is offer the spiritual realm some kind of currency. Okay, so that could be slaughtering an animal, that could be chanting something, making something. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can offer something up to the spiritual realm. But in essence, this individual, this other energy, who probably has never done this before, it's their first day, and they're kind of doing so in a way that's mediocre. Again, needing to let go of time, spending a lot of time on figuring out how to offer up this killer die energy with this Taurus. Okay, now again, this Taurus must feel deeply because maybe they're more connected to the crystalline structure that's beneath, you know, the ground we walk on, considering that they are one of the most earthly signs out of the three. But then we also see that there's some kind of healing process here, which means that it has tormented the Taurus in some kind of way, or the Taurus energy in some kind of way. And in order for them to, I'm guessing, like, absorb better energies, they have to kind of like transmute this energy, especially because there's so much negativity being thrown at them from some kind of youthful woman that's under 40, or a youthful man that's under 40. So it could be both energies, and both these energies kind of move in an outdated way. One or both may be teachers or educators, or, you know, need glasses, like they physically can't see what's around them. You know, they are visually impaired in some way. They're very close with some kind of LGBT member, and it could be across the spectrum. So even people who don't necessarily identify but look as if they identify. Okay, so I'm gauging that too. So like an ally in this sense, it's not fully someone who, you know, is hetero but, you know, engages. No, this ally is probably someone who also wants to engage, but they just don't. So it's just like they could be a member, but they just haven't engaged in that kind of activity. And something's going to happen on a Friday evening where there's going to be a seasonal change, most likely like the weather. So like heat to coldness, or coldness to heat, and that is kind of going to foreshadow it. That's going to foreshadow either the better days coming, or foreshadow this treachery that's going to be offered. Okay, so the shift in energy will be felt in nature. Okay, someone's using scotch tape, which means that they don't fully have the resources to handle whatever that they're doing, so they're using kind of whatever is present. And we talked about a lottery scratch off winner. So if you play these numbers, I mean, your luck probably will go up, will be positive, because, you know, as the card's already predicting, you know, there's some kind of progression on the table in a way that is like in a miracle or blessing form. Okay, so we can say like a lottery ticket winner, or the better days are coming, being protected from whatever offerings this other energy is giving. Okay, now if you see cats around you, that means that you're being protected from some kind of negativity in the current moment. Okay, so you could think Basset. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, you know. Those who know, you know. Those who don't. Okay. So, I'm feeling like there's something having to do with the health aid, especially because we have this turquoise energy that's on the board. Some kind of healing that needs to take place. Because someone is receiving some kind of Independence Day, or something happened around July 4th. The numbers 7 and 4 are reaching out, so there's not many 4s on this board at all when it comes to the numerology, but there are a lot of 7s, so you can keep that in mind. But there's someone here with some kind of personality flaw that leaves them in a crying state. Okay, or having to purge toxins through their lymphatic system. And it's because they're not really seeing how everything's connected, not really seeing why things are happening the way that they are. They're not understanding their personal power in the situation, and that their personal power offers them the necessary control that's going to get them through the moment. Okay, now in essence, they're looking to social media to probably distract themselves, or looking to social media to validate their current feelings. Now again, social media could be the one that's offering them this kind of hackneyed or jaded way of kind of maybe taking someone out, right? Or we can talk on the other side with this Taurus energy, that maybe they're looking to social media for affirmations of helping them deal with the feelings that they have. Okay, some kind of foreshadowing of what this planned venture is, right? Because social media oftentimes offers you information that the people in your Fave 5 or the people who are constantly talking about you type of thing are saying, so that you can kind of see the temperament of, you know, the world around you, but specific to you. Okay, that's usually what the AI does, right? And then also it incorporates what you like and what you spend more time reading or digesting. Okay, so someone who kind of moves like a boss lady, and when I mean like boss lady, I don't mean like an entrepreneur. I mean like someone who bosses you around, wants your money, takes, you know, takes for granted a lot of material things, so that, you know, like I'm getting someone who's really costly, right? And they don't really move in an efficient way. They kind of move in a disjointed way, right? Just imagine if your logic was just imagine if your logic was fueled by your emotions and your emotions only, and how even you can't keep up with your perception because it's constantly fleeting. That's what I'm getting by this bossy Virgo. It's like a lot of it is that they can't even control their own mind, and so this chaotic energy that they're trying to send out to, maybe this Taurus energy or just send out in general, it will be returned to them, because at this point it's like they're more deserving of the karma than anyone else, because they're not seeing their own flaws. And that's where we saw the personality flaws card, that they're not seeing their own flaws in the situation, and that's probably why they feel so moved to engage in certain actions. Okay, now you're being asked to play some kind of hertz frequencies in order to protect your energy, not necessarily like fuel you to do anything, right? So you can maybe play music while you're meditating, or just play things in the background while you're you know, doing everything. Camera was shutting off. The other energy is a lot more deserving of this negative energy than you are. Okay, and the government's authorities will be involved in some way, shape, or form, because that would be the safest way in the 3D for this energy to be fully removed. But just know that it's just going to clean house, right? It's not going to be anything too detrimental or negative. It's going to be a quick sweep. Okay, now we have this card in reverse. Oh, Aquarius energy. Okay, so this person who wants to throw this magic or negativity or I guess the offering to whatever energies that will do harm is an Aquarius energy. Okay, and they're targeting this Taurus energy that again is over here, and it's kind of subject more to the seasonal change type of energy and this like lottery winning type of energy, but not all of this treachery. Okay, so this Aquarius is probably going through a lot emotionally, and because of that, this Taurus, who is probably more sensitive, more empathetic, empathic, have, you know, clairs and stuff, this is because they're chosen, they can feel this energy and maybe, you know, taking it on as their own. But just know better days are coming, because this energy will be cleaned away. That's what this clean vibe is. It will be fully swept away, so that this more chosen energy doesn't have to constantly go through I guess an emotional roller coaster, okay, due to this other energy that's present. Okay, this Aquarius energy is focused on the police and some kind of bank or credit loan that will be attached to maybe the police, or attached to a lottery winning. And they're not going to have much luck with it, even though they can see that it's a lucky venture. Okay, this is between energies that act like a team. Okay, so they can be like maybe more of their masculine energy, be like a teen boy, or more of their feminine energy, being a teen girl. But I'm guessing mostly that this energy is toxic. Okay, I mean, it may not seem toxic, but at an age where, you know, you're worried more about like offering things negatively to other people in a way that's like death. I'm sensing like they're under 40, but they're not super young, yet their mindset is super young. They're moving very immaturely. Okay, but the government and, you know, other law officials, they're not going to treat them as such. They're going to treat them, you know, based on their age and the offense. Okay, so something happened in January. We know that this Taurus energy is connected to twin flame energy, but this twin flame energy, although is very much maybe like an elephant and grace and esteem, is kind of like simple-minded, right? Or maybe this Aquarius feels like this energy that is connected to this twin flame connection is, you know, just this, like a stupid hoe, you know, and kind of the elephant in the room, if you want to take it more on a colloquial symbolism path, you know, opposed to like just regular symbolism of what the elephant means. Okay, but again, something happened in January where you're required not to listen, okay, because it was a nightmare in real life. Honestly, it wasn't meant to happen. It was probably a prelude of this Aquarius kind of pushing the energy. But then we're also talking about January, so maybe this Aquarius is born in January. Okay, there's some kind of inner adult healing in a proposition that will be offered or was offered. Okay, and the idea of a water birth. I'm gauging like an actual water birth, so maybe like someone is having a baby or had a baby and they're doing so the very natural way, because I saw health aid official like appear in the cards but not drop. So it's like maybe this is like a home aid that's going to come in and not like a hospital aid, okay? But because of, I guess, this happening with a twin flame connection, there's some kind of revenge that is going to be pushed, right? But, you know, this individual has no ambition. They're only looking for financial abundance, and they're playing games. And again, this is the reason why this occurrence has started or will end or will start in January. Okay, so see the good and bad in the situation, because that is what's going to propel you forward. There's a lot in this situation that you're learning from that is growing you and encouraging you in other facets of your life to prevail and to succeed. Just know that the divine got you covered here. You have to go through this in order for you to ascend in your own path, while this path will be cleared out. Okay, but it needed your energy to be in some kind of alignment in order for this other energy to be handled the way it is necessary. Okay, so on that note, I think I will wish you all the best. Okay, I will see you soon. Until the next.